Hey guys, and welcome back to another mobility flow. As always, for today's session, you're going to need to go ahead and grab a hold of your yoga strap. And as it's Earth Day today, we are going to focus on some grounding postures. Whenever you're ready, come and join me in Tadasana with your strap and we'll begin. So if you come and join me in Tadasana, and actually Tadasana is one of Earth Day's postures, so it's all about connecting with the ground, feeling the ground underneath you, and also kind of defying gravity. Sorry, I can't get my words out this morning. So if you just come to Tadasana and really notice your positioning in that, so lift your feet, spread your toes, really feel the ground underneath, engage the glutes, engage the quads, tuck the tailbone under, suck the navel back and in, roll those shoulders back and down, and just take a moment to take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. One more deep breath all the way in again. And then exhale completely. From here, we're going to grab a hold of our yoga straps. So you're going to take a hold of one end, wrap it around one hand. You guys know the drill by now. Grab the other end in quite a wide grip to begin with. And we're just going to lift the arms up above the head, take the hands back behind you, tap the strap at the back, and then bring it all the way up and over. Try and keep the arms nice and straight as you do this. You should feel this working into your shoulders, into your rotator cuffs. So just gently rotate from front to back. And if you begin to feel this getting easier as you do it, you can always just shuffle one end along, make your grip slightly narrower, and challenge your mobility. So as you're doing this, don't flare the ribs out. So try not to let your whole body open up to the ceiling and then come back. Try and keep those ribs locked down and your body nice and still so the movement is coming from your shoulders. We're just going to do 2 more each side. And then you can remove the strap from your hands. So keep it to one side in case you need it later, but other than that, you shouldn't probably need it. So from here, we're just going to inhale as we lift one arm up, reaching all the way over to the left, coming back to center, switching over the arms, reaching all the way over to the right. We're just going to do 3 of these each side. And then come all the way back to center after that last reach. Take the arms out wide, and then we're wrapping them around the body as we look behind over the shoulder. Try and keep those feet nice and grounded to the floor as you do this. Try and make the movement come from the waist. Lift and lengthen as you come through that midline. 1 more each side. And then slowly come back to center. Take the hands together, interlace the fingers and churn the hands or wrists. And whilst we do that, we're going to churn the feet. So option to just stand and rotate the ankle like so, or option to twizzle like so. Get into those ankles. Just going to do roughly 10 rotations on one ankle. And then switch sides. On the other ankle. See if you can switch directions with the wrists, but if that doesn't work for your hand-eye coordination, then that's absolutely fine. Just keep churning. Again, just 10 rotations on the other ankle. Also, and then slowly come back to center. From here, we're just going to take the feet out slightly wider than our hip stance. So we're coming into squat stance. Inhale as you lift the hands up above the head, palms together at the top, and then exhale as you come down into your into your garland pose. Take a moment there to just adjust in the bottom of that squat. It's quite an awkward one. It's the first one of the day. So you can just rock from side to side, open up those hips, or maybe even bounce. From here, we're just going to inhale to lift all the way back up, bringing the hands together at the top, and then exhale as we circle all the way back down. We're just going to do 2 more of those. So inhale to lift, exhale to circle, inhale to lift, exhale to circle. Once you're in the bottom of that squat, this time we're just going to circle one knee. So maybe just rotate the knee outwards on one foot, try and keep that heel glued to the floor as you do this. 5 or 6 rotations on one side, and then bring it back around the other way for another 5 or 6. So we're kind of aiming for 10 rotations on each leg. It gets quite achy in the bottom of here, so when you've done 5 or 6 on one side, we're going to inhale to come all the way up again, bringing the hands above the head, and then exhale as you come back down, and we'll repeat on the other side. So move the body weight over to that other one and just start to draw circles with the knee. 5 or 6 in one direction, and then back the other way if you can figure that one out. Once you've done 5 or 6 in both directions, come back to neutral, and then inhale as we come all the way up, palms together at the top. Heel toe the feet out slightly wider again, so we're going to come into a wide leg forward fold. So try and match the long edges of your feet against the short edges of the mat, and then taking the hands up above you, exhale as you come all the way down. Place the hands on the floor. Think about pressing the feet into the ground, pressing the hands into the ground, and pulling yourself through the legs as you press down. Just take a moment there to just ease into the backs of those legs. And then you can start to sway from side to side. So you can just lean over and start to get some hip mobility, leaning into each leg, alternating from side to side. Take a few deep breaths, and then we're going to walk the hands all the way to the front of the mat. Twizzle that left foot, or come into a low lunge, sorry. So twizzle your feet around so you're facing the front of the mat. Drop the back knee to the floor, and then find yourself in that low lunge position. So reach the heart forwards, roll those shoulders back and down, eye gaze forwards. Take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale, and then inhale as you come all the way up into a reaching or crescent lunge, and then exhale as you cactus the arms out to the side. Inhale to lift and reach, and then exhale as we pull back into half split. So straighten that front leg, flex the toes back towards you, exhale, fold. Inhale to lift and reach, coming back into that lunge position, exhale, cactus. We're going to do this 2 more times. Inhale to lift and reach, exhale, fold. So last one, 3 in total. Inhale to lift and reach. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, fold. In that fold position, keep that right hand grounded, and then inhale as you lift and reach that left hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale, release it, tap it to the floor. Inhale to lift and reach again. So we're going to do 3 again of these. Last one. Exhale, frame the foot. Inhale as you come back into that low lunge position. So we're going to come into a half camel, windmilling the arms, leading with the right hand all the way back to the right heel. You can have the toes tucked or untucked, and then lift and reach with the left hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale as you fold back into camel pose or half camel. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. Inhale to windmill the arms all the way up and over again. Place the hands on the floor, tuck the toes, and we're going to twizzle back to that forward fold on the sides of your mats. So we're going to go back the other way. So if you guys want to switch around sides so that you can see me, that's absolutely fine. Coming back into that forward fold, just sway from side to side, get into those hips. And then when you're ready, walk the hands all the way over to the other foot now, twizzle around, find yourself in that low lunge position. Reach the heart forwards, eye gaze forwards, take a nice deep breath all the way in. Exhale. From here, we're going to inhale to lift and reach, coming up into that crescent lunge. Exhale, cactus the arms, eyes to the ceiling, chest towards the ceiling as well if you can. Inhale to lift and reach. Straighten that front leg, flex the toes. Exhale, come down into half splits. So we're back to those limbering 3 transitions. So inhale to lift and reach. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, fold. Half splits. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, fold, half splits. Keeping that left hand grounded. Now we're going to inhale to lift and reach with the right hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale, take the hand to the floor. Inhale to lift and reach. Exhale, hand to the floor, and see if you can reach a little further back each time. Inhale to lift and reach. Last one. Exhale, release the hand to the floor, frame the foot coming into that low lunge position again, and we're coming into camel. So windmilling, leading with the left arm this time, all the way back and up, catching the heel, reaching up high with that right hand up towards the ceiling. Exhale as you find that back bend. Keep lifting through the heart, keep shooting those hips forwards. Take a nice deep breath in. Exhale. One more deep breath all the way in. Exhale. From here, we're going to inhale as we windmill the arms all the way up and over. Step back to your down-facing dog position and just pedal out the feet. Opening up the calves, the hips, the hamstrings. And with the hands, think about gripping the mat, pressing the head through the shoulders or through the arms and pulling those shoulder blades apart so your neck is nice and loose. Point that tailbone high towards the sky, find a nice long neutral spine. From here, we're going to take a body flow. So inhale, roll forwards, drop the hips, look up, find cobra. Option to scale the cobra to sphinx if the back bends too much. Exhale, tuck the toes, press back to down facing dog. We're going to do 2 more of those. Inhale, roll forwards, drop the hips, look up, find cobra. Exhale, tuck the toes, press back to down facing dog. 1 more. Inhale, roll forwards, drop the hips, find cobra. And we're just going to take a moment there to open up the front body, rock from side to side, and then come to neutral. Inhale as you press through the ground, find length in your spine, and then exhale, look over the left shoulder. See if you can see that left or right heel. Inhale back to center. Exhale, look over the right shoulder. See if you can see that left heel. Inhale back to center. Come all the way down into a prone position on your mat. And we're going to come into half frog. So you're going to reach back, right hand to right foot. If you need to use the strap to help you get hold of the foot, then you can. And you're just going to bring the heel in towards the glute. Pulse it a few times. And then hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release. Go back with the foot and then switch sides. So left hand comes to left foot. Pulse it a few times. And then hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. We're going to push back into our child's pose now. So sitting at the back of the mat, finding yourselves in child's pose, forehead to the floor. Reach the hands forward, so an extended child's pose. Take a nice deep breath in. Feel the space in the upper back as you expand and inhale. 1 more deep breath all the way in. Exhale. From here, we're going to just lift up slightly, bring our elbows to the floor and bring the hands together. Walk the elbows forwards. Your hips might come off your heels, that's absolutely fine. And then you're going to think about dragging the elbows into the ground as you pull back into the hips. So we're in child's pose with prayer hands. Option to just stay there and keep it static. You can pulse, just gently rocking back and forth. Or you can tap little finger to the floor and then thumb to the neck and make it more dynamic. Keep pulling back into the hips. Keep that tension on. See if you can feel that stretch in the biceps. We're going to go for 8 to 10 taps. So I've just got a few more, 2 more to go. And then just relax in that extended child's pose once more. Take a nice deep breath in, exhale, and then slowly come all the way up, reaching up tall, coming into a kneeling position. Take the hands back behind you, interlace the fingers, pull the shoulders back and down. Option here to take the hands to the floor and find camel, or just come straight down to a kneeling position. Try and push the fingertips to the floor, and then we're going to lift through the heart, so we're finding a back bend. So you're going to inhale to lift, and then exhale to round. So we're kind of cat-cowing whilst getting a stretch through the arms. We're just going to do 5 of those with your own breath in your own time. I'm on my last one. So I'm going to come back to center, place the hands back underneath my shoulders, and we're going to come into a regular cat-cow. So inhale as you dip the stomach towards the floor, look up towards the ceiling, squeeze those shoulder blades together. Exhale to round through the spine, pressing the ground away. Take a nice deep breath in, and exhale to push further. Inhale, come back to center, take the hands to the front of the mat, tuck the toes, press back to down facing dog, and then we're just going to finish with a quick few pigeon poses. So we're going to inhale as we lift our right leg up high towards the sky, bend at the knee, find that small hip twist, play with it, and then swing that leg through, bringing the knee to the front corner of the mat at a 45-degree angle, sliding that left leg back, finding yourself in that nice upright pigeon. If you want to stay here and focus more on that hip mobility, you're more than welcome. If you want to take it down into sleeping pigeon, you've got 2 options, using your hands to guide you down, or you can take a body-weighted one with your hands behind your back and just gently bring your chest over your leg and let gravity help you out. Take a few deep breaths. Last deep breath wherever you're at. Exhale, and then slowly come all the way back up. Tuck the toes, step back to down facing dog, and then switch sides. So send that left leg high, bend at the knee, open up that hip, play with it, and then bring that leg through, finding yourself in pigeon pose on the other side. So again, if you need to use a block or a pillow to support that glute, you can. Set yourself up in that nice level hip position. Try not to sink over to the other side. You can stay in this upright pigeon if you want, as you press into the ground and focus on those hips, or you can creep your way down into that sleeping pigeon, or even do the body weighted pigeon with your hands behind your back. Think about flattening your chest against that knee, so you're getting a nice long neutral spine at the base and you're not crunching everything over. Take a few deep breaths. Last deep breath all the way in. Exhale, and then slowly bring your hands up and underneath you, and then tuck the toes, press back to down facing dog. Pedal out the feet, and then gently walk the feet all the way in towards the hands, coming into your Uttanasana forward fold ragdoll variation. So we're just going to take a moment there in ragdoll. You can swing from side to side. Think about drawing that belly over the thigh, crown of the head towards the floor, opposite hand to opposite elbow. From here, we're just going to inhale as we lift the heels, coming into that crouch position, and then coming all the way down into a seated position. We're going to finish with cow face pose today. So you can do this in a cross leg position if you like. You can take half lotus. So taking the left foot over the top. If you want to do regular cross legged, you can. If you want to take that left foot into the crease of your right hip, that's fine. And then with your right arm, I had to think about that then, reach up tall, left arm goes back behind, and then reach back. See if you can interlace those fingers. Hold for 3, 2, 1, and then release. And we're going to unravel the legs as well, switch sides. So even if you're just sat in cross-legged, that's absolutely fine. So bring that right foot into the crease of your left hip. Think about pressing that knee away so you're getting that stretch through the ankle. Left hand goes up, right hand goes out to the side, and then you're reaching up and back, seeing if you can interlace those fingers, and holding for 3, 2, 1. Exhale, release. Bring the hands back down to your side. Inhale as you lift The hands up above the head, palms together at the top. And as you exhale, bringing the hands to the forehead, kind thoughts. To the lips, kind words. To the heart, kind feelings. Namaste.